Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for being here today. Well, today we're going to be talking about Harry. Harry is on his own. He is going to New York City. That woman, Meghan, is not going with him. I'm going to give you my theory why I believe she's not going with him and why this is a sign. This is a sign. This is a sign. Oh, yes. And we're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. All right, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and Otis. I hope you're following us on Facebook because, as you know, Otis has his videos. He has his videos on Facebook, and I hope you're over there following us and watching because Otis is a celebrity now, and he just loves making his videos. So please head over there. See how he just loves it. So please go over there and watch him and follow us on Facebook. It's a lot of fun posting my videos and photos of Otis because I have just grown attached to this dog. As you all know, I am not an animal person. I have never had an animal, and this dog has forced me to love him. And I do. I love this dog. And it's just amazing. He's low maintenance, he's simple, and he's always happy to see me. It's just a great feeling. So please support us on Facebook. Okay, so getting into today's story. Now, Meghan is not going to be joining Harry. Harry is going to be actually going to New York City. He's going to New York City. And Meghan is going to be leaving him on his own. And we know that when we saw Harry and Meghan on CBS, we saw problems. We saw cracks in this marriage. We saw it because you could just look at their body language. You could look at Meghan's face and how she was looking at the families. I'm telling you, folks, they showed us how they feel about each other during that visit. And then when they saw how people were like, uh-oh, something's wrong with the marriage, they just like, okay, we got to make it look like we love each other. And so they put on this facade. But then even during the Colombia trip, we saw them dancing and looking like they loved each other and things were all good. But then you would see cracks in Harry and how he was just like, oh my goodness, do I have to be here right now? Because Meghan, this was her tour. Don't get it twisted. This was Meghan and her tour. You saw that just by the way they were sitting at the table at the banquet during the end of the visit. I mean, Harry is sitting over to the side like he is just a side piece. And Meghan was the one next to the VP, you know, laughing it up with the people hosting her, the VP and her husband. And Harry was just like, okay, go do you, boo, go. And it was like he was an afterthought. He wasn't even part of the conversation. It's like these simple things. And then just you saw things during that visit of Colombia. And it makes sense that they would have problems. It just makes sense. Okay, so here's what's happening. Harry is going to be on his own because Meghan is not going to be coming with Harry to New York City. And even this whole New York City trip is, I don't even know why he's doing this, Harry, but I think it might have something to do with William. Okay, now when they were in Colombia, I heard this on Neil Sean's channel where, you know, they were supposed to bring the children, but they didn't bring the children to Colombia. And so they wanted to have a photo of Lilibet so that Lily, I'm not even going to call her the Queen's, you know, nickname or pet name. I'm just going to call her Lily. Was supposed to have a photo of this child on the stage while they were talking about female women empowerment. We all know Meghan talked about my daughter. She got her voice now. She got her voice, you know. Then Meghan, I guess, just went buck wild crazy when they suggested she have a photo of this child. She didn't want to do that. She didn't even want to have a photo of the child. So there's something going on. I don't know what it is specifically, but there's a something, there is a there when it comes to these children. So we saw Harry there with Meghan during this trip that was about Meghan. Okay, this was a trip that helped to show her as a royal while in Colombia. This is what these royal tours are for. They're there to help with their branding in Hollywood, okay? So Harry is going to be in New York City in September. And this is something that he's going to be there on some initiatives that are there to support the things that Harry is working on, the things that he cares about. But this is what I find interesting is when people say, or sources say, that Meghan is stepping aside to shine a light on the patronages and initiatives, that Harry holds most dear. It's like, okay, Harry, go do you, boo. Go do your events. I'm staying here in California. And I'll put out a statement. Yeah, he's going to do the things that are important to him. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Meghan Markle, okay? Harry can go do him. So she's not going with him. And apparently these trips to New York City are going to support Harry's patronages. So the source goes on to say this, because they know people are going to talk, people are going to say things. So the sources come out to say this. So Meghan doesn't have to attend every event with her husband. If she skips an event, it doesn't mean that there is anything wrong between them. She's happy for him to take this one on his own to shine a light on what really matters to him. To him. This is important to him. Go be alone. Do your thing, okay? Because I'm not coming with you, okay? Then you look at what he's going to do and then you think, well, yeah, well, why wouldn't Meghan come? Because he's also going to be going there for Archwell. Yeah, the statement says that he is going to be there attending for these initiatives. He's going to be advancing a number of patronages and philanthropic initiatives, including African parks, which I'm hoping he says something about what is going on in African parks right now around the women and the children who are being abused over there by the park rangers that work on behalf of African parks. Let's hope he brings that up. He's also going there to work on behalf of the Hollow Trust, the Diana Award, and Travelist. Okay, so he's going there. He's going to be working on all these different initiatives. But, folks, why is he going in September? Why? Why is he going there during this time? Well, I believe it's because he wanted to kind of overshadow something that William was thought to be there for, because we know Prince William has started this Earthshot Prize Award, and they're going to be having their summit during the exact same time that Harry is going to be over in New York City. Now, this is the catch. Harry's going to be taking place, this summit that Harry's going to be taking place in is going to coincide with the Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit, which is going to take place during the same time in New York City. However, because this is going to be during Climate Week, this is why they're doing this Earthshot Prize during this time of year, because Earthshot Prize is all about the climate and trying to bring resources to help preserve our world around things that are recyclable through earth, through air, through technology. Like, there's all these great things, initiatives around Earthshot that would coincide with Climate Week there. This is why they're having it during that week in September in New York City. Prince William is not going to be there. They're going to be announcing the finalists for Earthshot Prize. It's kind of like the preliminary, just trying to get information out there, talk about the past winners and what they've been doing, and to announce the finalists, okay? So Harry's going to New York City just for these general things, just to talk about things in general, okay? But we also know that Harry has this Travelist company. Travelist is a way that they want to help make travel more sustainable. The goal is to bring credible, consistent sustainability information to mainstream, helping people make more informed travel choices. That's what Travelist is, okay? But Harry doesn't even follow the advice of this initiative that he has created, because we know he and his wife take private planes all the time. William, on the other hand, is known to fly commercially when possible with his family. It's completely different. So how Harry's looking at his ways of being sustainable and how William is doing it, it's completely different. Harry doesn't abide by the things that he is trying to have other people do. William is. Okay, so this is the difference. However, During this climate week, Harry's trying to put in other things that he is going to be doing. And a lot of people were speculating that Harry and William were going to maybe reconcile because they were going to be in New York City during the same time. Oh my goodness, people were getting excited that this is going to be like a coming to Jesus moment for the brothers and everything. Well, William's not coming, okay? And I don't blame him. He doesn't need to come during this. There's a lot of different events that happen with Earthshot Prize, and this is one of the steps to launch the next phase of winners. He'll be there during the actual event where the winners are talking about their creations and when the winners are announced, because I went to it when they had it in Boston. It was really nice. But Harry is going there trying to pack in all these other things. And this is what I find interesting around Harry going during this week. I think he's doing it because he wants to overshadow Prince William. Maybe knowing that William may not go, or trying to get William to not go because he wants to take the spotlight away from Earthshot Prize to do his own thing. Because he could have gone earlier this year if he were really wanting to go to New York City for the UN to talk about things around climate, because this is what happened. The United General Assembly held its first ever sustainability week last week, which was in April. Okay, they aimed at propelling the implementation of sustainable practices across critical sectors of tourism, infrastructure, energy, and transport. Why didn't Harry go to visit the UN Assembly during this time, which would be more aligned with his work with Travelist? But he wants to go during the week that Earthshot Prize is going to be in New York City for Climate Week, trying to overshadow, I believe, Prince William. It's a dirty game. But if you're really there for the reasons that you're really there, you should have gone earlier this year to the UN, Harry. Okay, my opinion. But we can see there's just other reasons why Harry is going, and that could have been done at any time. Didn't have to be done during the climate week. It would have made more sense for Harry to go to visit the UN earlier this year, because he's going to be going to visit the UN now during the week that William's Earthshot Prize is going to be in New York City for their summit. And it's almost like, well, why is Harry going, to the UN as well to talk about these other initiatives? Clearly, he's trying to do something to overshadow his brother. Why is it Meghan going? Well, Meghan just doesn't care, frankly, I believe, because it has nothing to do with her. That's not her thing. Her thing is women and children, empowerment. Hear us roar, our voices. Has your voice been heard lately, girls and boys? Has your voice been heard? She wants to do these kind of things, but she doesn't want to go support her husband. I believe she's sending Harry during the week of the Earthshot Prize to overshadow Prince William, but not to go to support her husband. Shady, shady, shady. It is all coming to light. I'm going to leave you with this, everyone, only because it gives us a playbook for what has happened in the past to see what is happening now in the future. So we remember when Meghan came into the royal family, they were calling Harry and Meghan with Prince William and Catherine the Fab Four. They merged together the foundation, the royal foundation. All was good. The Fab Four. They only got together for one engagement, and even there we saw cracks. And then it was later announced that they were going to separate their foundations. They were going to do it separately or move their offices separately because there were cracks within this Fab Four. Harry and Meghan could not get along with William and Catherine. Okay. After that happened, then Harry and Meghan leave the royal family. They leave. They don't want to have nothing to do with the royal foundation because they're walking away from royalty. Very similar to what is happening now with Harry and Meghan and their work, because their work was announced as a brand. They were working together. So now we see Harry and Meghan working separately. They're no longer working as a unit, a brand. They're working independently, because when they went to Columbia, it was all about Meghan. Harry was the side piece to bring Meghan some royalty spotlight for the people in Hollywood. Okay? And so we see Harry and Meghan branching off now, doing their own independent projects. Next is coming the separation, the split, the divorce. cracks are in this marriage. Cracks are within the branding of the work that they do. And nothing is cohesive. Nothing really works together as a married couple. Look how brilliantly William and Catherine work together for their initiatives. Because they get along. They are a couple that is aligned in purpose. Harry and Meghan are not. And this is why Meghan could care less about going to New York City to visit with Harry to be with Harry during his work, the things he's doing. She just sent him there to have William overshadowed, I believe. And also to just let him go out and work yourself and try to do your own thing. Because it doesn't bring any spotlight to Meghan. She would just be there accompanying Harry on his initiatives. That's not important to her. That doesn't give her relevance and to up her profile in Hollywood if she's not the one speaking, the one talking about the things that she cares about. It's all about Harry going out there to do what he needs to do independent of her because she don't have the time to do it. And I almost have to question why Harry's even going during the week that the Earthshot Prize is going to be there, because he could have easily gone earlier this year if it were really about what he is saying it's about. He had a perfect opportunity earlier this year to go to the UN and speak about his travel list and his trying to help with sustainability. It's like these things that are happening don't align with Harry and Meghan. Don't be fooled by the propaganda that they want to submit to us when they're on Hollywood and not allowing the press in. Because we know none of the press were allowed to accompany them on the trip to Colombia. Because if they did, they would have seen the cracks. But if you have it controlled, no one can see what is going on behind the scenes, that there is trouble in paradise. And Harry better go out and make something of himself in America. That's what Meghan is telling him. You're on your own. Go do it, boo. I'm staying here in my Montecito place or somewhere in California because I think they don't even have Montecito anymore. And trying to have him just go do what he can do. Because they cannot stand each other. Folks, it is coming to a head with Harry and Meghan, and it's just almost like, when is the day going to come? Because we all know as soon as it does happen, when they are ready for divorce, we are going to have another event in England, and I'm going to be there hosting it for us to talk about the divorce that we knew that was coming. Oh yes, we're going to talk about it. But we're seeing we're right on track. We're right in line with the things that are supposed to be happening right now. All right, everyone, that is all I have for this one. And I am feeling much better today. Thank you for all of your warm thoughts of good well wishes and support. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.